Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. This is Bogal Dharma. Friends, in this video, we are going to learn 5 important aspects which will help you to speak English clearly and confidently. So before we dive into the video, friends, I have a small request. Please subscribe this channel, like this video and hit the bell icon. Now let's get started. Friends, many of us want to speak English clearly, confidently. Sometimes when we want to speak in English, we don't get proper words, we don't get proper ideas to our mind, so that in that case we get stuck and we feel stuck, and then no words come out from our mouth. So that when you develop these 5 important aspects, and if you use your potential properly, when you cultivate these 5 aspects, you can see tremendous progress, you can see good results in English language. So now let us discuss those 5 important aspects. The first one is mindset. Mindset is everything. Mindset is everything. So that in order to speak English very well, we must have proper mindset. We have to develop positive mindset, and we have to cultivate proper mindset. That is when we can use our abilities properly. So that in order to use our abilities properly, we have to have proper mindset. So if you want to speak English properly, you have to use our potential and abilities properly. So when you have proper mindset, then you will be able to use our abilities properly, then you can see good results. And then second aspect is belief. Belief is very important in our life. There is a one quotation: anything is possible when you believe in yourself. Anything is possible when you believe in yourself. So many of us, we don't believe in us because we don't trust ourselves only, and then we don't believe in ourselves. When we believe in ourselves, that means we use our potential properly, then we focus on proper things, and then we learn things very well. So when our aim is to speak English clearly, confidently, so in order to speak English confidently, we have to believe in ourselves. So if you believe in yourself, no one can believe in you. So that you have to believe in yourself and start speaking in English, start learning in English, start using English language with our friends and with our family members. If you believe in yourself, you can express very well in English, you can speak English properly. Even though you make mistakes, you can manage that, so you can speak well. We have to believe in ourselves in order to speak well. So that you have to develop proper belief system, you have to believe in ourselves. Many of us don't believe in them, so that they hesitate to speak in front of others in English. They are afraid to speak in English, they cannot use English language in front of others because they don't believe in their ability, they don't believe in their ability, so that they are afraid to speak in English. So don't be afraid, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to speak what you want to speak. That's it. So if you want to speak English clearly, confidently, you have to believe in yourself. And then third aspect is environment. Environment is very important in our life. When we want to learn any language, when we want to learn a new language, it requires proper environment. When we have proper environment, we can learn that language very quickly, we can learn that language very fast. So when it comes to English, if you want to learn English, you need English environment too, but unfortunately we don't have proper English environment around us, so that we are unable to speak English very well. So in order to speak English very well, you have to create English environment if you don't have. So if when we don't have English environment around us, we don't need to worry, we don't need to bother about it, because if we bother about it, we just waste our time. So you don't have to waste our time, you don't need to worry about that. So instead of that, you have to create that English environment around you. So you have to create it, and then how to create it, it's very important. Nowadays many of us face this problem because we don't have proper environment. So if when we don't have proper environment, we have to create it. Like when we want to watch any movies, we have to watch English movies, English videos. And when you want to listen to music, you have to listen to English podcast, English songs. So that is how we have to replace our we have to replace anything with English. So when you do that, you can slowly observe English language very well. So that is how we can create English environment. When we do that regularly, we start observing a lot of things in English. That content will help us, that knowledge, that experience will help us speak English very well. So that uh, in order to speak English very well, just focus on creating English environment. If you don't have, you don't need to worry about that, just you have to create it and keep learning, keep learning new things, keep improving it. That's it. The fourth aspect is patience. Patience is plays major role in our life. So when we want to achieve great things in life, we must have patience. So if we don't have patience, so it's very difficult to achieve our goals and dreams. So our aim is to learn English. Our aim is to speak English clearly and confidently. So when you want to speak English clearly, confidently, you have to have patience, because English is not our mother tongue, English is not our local language. In order to speak English clearly, confidently, because it's a foreign language, it's a global language, it's a professional language. So it takes time, it takes a lot of efforts, lot of practice, lot of patience. So you have to be patient in order to learn English very well. So when you have patience, if you keep learning it, if you keep practicing it, if you keep using it in your daily life, you slowly develop that English language. So that is how you can improve your English language. So in order to speak English very well, how to have patience and practice and practice and practice. So when we want to be good at something, we have to practice a lot, we have to focus on it effectively. That is when we will be able to speak English very well. So that have patience and keep learning, keep practicing, keep going keep doing your journey with English. You will be able to speak English clearly and confidently. Then fifth aspect is learning from mistakes. This aspect is very important. We make mistakes, it's common, it's natural. So if you are a beginner, don't worry about mistakes, don't panic about mistakes. Mistakes are part of our journey. When you want to speak English clearly, confidently, so you have to keep going, you have to make mistakes, you have to learn lessons from them and don't repeat them. That is how we can learn language. when we were child, how did we learn our mother tongue? So when we were kids, we make lot of mistakes. We made lot of mistakes. So our parents, our friends, our colleagues, they corrected us to speak our mother tongue properly and effectively. So that is how we can learn any language like that. But here, when it comes to English, people think that they don't like to make mistakes. So without making mistakes, we cannot learn anything. Our mistakes are proof that we are trying for better. So when you are making mistakes, so just learn from them, just feel proud because you are learning a new language, you are learning a foreign language which is considered very difficult, but we are learning it properly, we are learning it with interestingly. So that don't panic about mistakes. We have to make mistakes in order to learn English. We have to make mistakes to speak English confidently and efficiently. So in the beginning, everyone makes mistakes because we are in the beginning stage, so that we tend to make mistakes. But don't worry about mistakes, just learn lessons from them. So and don't repeat them. That is how we learn English language. And then when we have this kind of attitude, we can learn English language very fast. If we don't have this kind of attitude, this kind of mindset, it's very difficult to learn English language. The person who doesn't make mistakes, the person who doesn't want to make mistakes in English language, he never speaks, because many speakers, anchors and great personalities, they make lot of mistakes, they learn from them and they become better. That is how they have learnt English language effectively. Now they have become good speakers. So that is how we have to learn. So don't be afraid about your mistakes, just keep doing and keep making mistakes and learn from them, and improve your English language like that. I hope these 5 aspects will help you speak English clearly, confidently. So I want to end this video with a quotation, that is, you don't have to be great to start. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. That's it, friends, and keep learning and happy learning. I will see you in the next video. Bye.